What's going on, guys? It is the last video coming up in the last video here of the series. This video I wanted to cover whether the Wolf Algo is right for you. I think I'm going to keep this one extremely brief compared to the previous videos, but I wanted to just kind of answer some frequently asked questions as well as how the algo works. That's obviously very important, so we'll kind of just cover that off the start here. Basically what we're looking at on the algo is RSI and Bollinger Bands. So we're looking at deviations on our Bollinger Bands and bounces, and it's also being confirmed off of volume and off of our RSI over sold levels. So I mean, it kind of just combines all of those. It takes the brain work out of having to confirm those trades and look into major depth of those trades, you know, like kind of confirming them, if you want to say it like that. And it really just gives you very accurate signals on when the market is having strength or relative weakness, right? And it combines all of those and it gives you these long and short signals. And so that's what you're going to be seeing. Now, as we all know, on 1 minute time frames, I mentioned this in our previous video, on 1 minute time frames, you're going to see fake outs, all right? Let's say you got into calls right here, you're going to lose money. You got calls here, you're going to lose money. You got calls here, you're going to lose money. That's because it's kind of taking an RSI off of a 1 minute chart or a Bollinger Band off a 1 minute chart. You can't really depend on that. So what I would say, and this is a tip here, I'm going to call this video probably tips and tricks and whatnot on the algo as well as final thoughts. I would say my biggest tip for you guys is finding a sweet spot between what time frame is best. For example, on the hourly on SPX, I can see that there's one fake out here, maybe two fake outs max, and these are being confirmed, right? This is a confirmed trade. Like, I would have taken those if I were looking at SPX in the hourly. Now let's say I go to a 4 hour in SPX. Now do I see one fake out, right? Even this trade right here, this is a profitable trade. You're still seeing a low after that. I'm seeing one fake out instead of two. So I think that you have to find the sweet spot as well as finding where that is adapting to your trading style. For example, I like to scalp a lot and do some quick trades on SPX, you know, bounces off the 9 and whatnot. So that's very fun for me. And for that reason, I'm using the 3 minute chart the most on SPX and SPY. That's just my favorite one to do. It's giving me high accuracy. So for you, ask yourself the question, is the algo right for you and how you're going to use it? I use it to confirm my trades. So let me show you guys a great example. This is what I look at on a daily basis. I'm looking at SPY right here. Usually I kind of look like this. I just remove those little indicators at the bottom most of the time. I'm looking at SPY like that, right? And then if I see a short signal pop up here on the algo, so for example, we saw a short signal in through here, I'm going to see, okay, where is this relative to our 9 EMA? Are we going to be far from the 9? What our overall volume is looking like and whatnot on the sound wave and the, I'm kind of confirming them on the momentum and whatnot, but I'm looking at an overview. If I'm looking to get into a trade, I can just confirm it off the algo, right? What is the underlying signal that it had? So for example, here, if I'm looking for relative strength on calls, I can say, you know, the algo had a short signal. There should be actually some move to the downside after this. This is only, you know, wave 1, I guess you could say, to the downside. We could have another break of a level. So that's what I'm looking at, right? Today is an exception, obviously. I'm just kind of using a hypothetical scenario because we were in calls the whole day, unfortunately. But that is a great sort of example of what you could do. I'm just confirming these trades on most days and seeing what the algo's underlying signal is, so I know what the direction is likely to be for my trade. So that is very important, and you should be asking yourself that question. Now, another question you should ask yourself is, you know, how you're going to use this, right? Is it going to be something where you're confirming the trades, like I just said, or are you going to be using this just off the plain buy and sell signals that I mentioned, where you're just taking the buys and the sells, confirming them off the 100, 200, the volume and the momentum down here and whatnot? Or are you just going to confirm them? Like I said, there's two different sides to that. I don't know if you could really use this in any other way other than confirming trades or just using it as a strategy. I think that's kind of all you could do with it. But you should definitely ask yourself this question, see if it's right for you, and go through the videos that I've posted, right? I'm posting these publicly on YouTube because, I mean, there's no harm. It's just going to be easier for everyone to see. And then also you can see more videos on it and kind of get a better understanding of how it's working and sort of what it really does on a daily basis. And I'll probably be posting some videos on my weekly recap when I do it on Friday or on Saturday of what I did to confirm my trades off the algo this week. That's kind of what I'm going to do. I use the algo on a daily basis. So ask yourself those questions. My main tip for you again is please just look at the time frames. I'm going to use an example here. Let's just see. Let's see Amazon. Let's look at Amazon. If I want to look at Amazon, this one's kind of choppy during the day. If we go to the regular candles, right, you're going to see freaking huge gaps between them. A little bit less liquidity for day trading, right? But you are going to look at a few fake outs in through here. For example, let's say there's a long fake out right there. Whether or not it's confirmed, I can go to a higher time frame, let's say the hourly, and then I just check to see if there's going to be more or less fake outs. And then dependent on that, I will check a lower time frame or a higher time frame, let's say the 30. Maybe I see less fake outs. So you find the sweet spot between where those fake outs are happening. It's very easy. I promise you it takes 5 to 10 minutes. After you get the algo, you just check your favorite ticker, find the best time frame, and boom, you're literally set in 5 to 10 minutes max on which time frame is going to be working best. Let's say I go to a weekly, you're going to be seeing a more long-term look at this, right? I mean, you're going to get a few more fake outs because this one obviously just historically goes up and up and up and up. But if I want to do more of a swing-based strategy of trading, I'm looking at more of a 4-hour. Again, I see a little bit of fake outs in through here. Like there's a fake out. So maybe, just maybe, I go to a 1 hour to see less fake outs, more fake outs. And that's it. That's my best tip for you guys. I hope that answered a lot of questions. That's kind of the main question I'm getting, how it works, obviously, as well as which time frame to use. But it can work for any ticker. It works well for Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is good as well as Ethereum. This one's going to have more chop overnight because indecision on futures and whatnot. Usually this is following the general market. I promise you, Bitcoin is not a hedge for the general market, so please do not think that, but this is just following SPY. So there's no reason to trade crypto if you can just trade the regular markets, if you ask me. But it does work on Bitcoin and whatnot. Just confirm these trades again. But that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Hopefully that helped. That's going to be the last video, I think, actually, since I sort of answered everything that we needed to. But in the comments down below or on Discord, I'll put my tag down below so you guys can DM me if you need to. Please just ask any questions you have. The release will be tomorrow during market hours, likely. See what the poll says. I asked everyone what they think when we should release it, and it's looking like regular market hours. It's going to be the move for tomorrow. So I'll let you guys know, keep you all updated on the Discord server. DM me if you need, and that's it. That's all I got. I'll see you guys in the next one.